Thank you very much for Paul. All right, for doing that. All right, go over there.
All right, Billy, let's sit down.
All right, Peter, quite there. Thank you, everybody, again, as always, for coming here. Why is she over there? Gigi, come over here. So, thank you, everybody, for coming here. You know, this is an event that we put on, and I have no idea what to say. I asked one particular person whether I should make you cry or make you laugh, and I don't have anything funny to say, so it's going to make you cry. So, you know, we do this because we want a cure for Nick, and we want a cure for all the other kids that have diabetes, because it's a horrible, horrible disease that a lot of people don't understand about. Like, they can die any day when they go low. And if they go high too often and stay the high for too long, they can develop serious complications that ruin their lives forever. So we do that, and I know that in the diabetes community, when our kids come home from school, we don't say, "Hi, how are you?" We say, "How high are you?" And people think they're doing drugs. All right, so there's the last part. So that's it, I'm done. But I really want to thank everybody, because we now have people who we haven't seen in 30 years here. Right, and that means so much to us. We have people who have been here every single year that we've done this, for the 8 years that we've done the pig roast, from the 5 years that we took off after. Right, and then the 2 or 3 years right after Nick's diagnosis. So, like, we try and raise as much money. Like, when we try and put on a good show. Like, we try and put on good raffles, but it's... But it's hard to do. Because some of us don't have any time to do anything. You know, and still we try to do stuff. So that's why it's that much more important that all of you are here. Like, this event starts at 2 o'clock, and almost all of you are late.
Oh, that's a difference. You had a time clock up front?
And if I'm allowed to curse, I'm going to say that.
I didn't punch in yet.
So,
wait a minute.
So I will say that the first 10 people we had here, 4 were from New Hampshire. The first one was from Great River.
No.
2 or 3 were from New Jersey. And someone was here until midnight last night keeping me up from Missouri. He flew in from St. Louis. That's the kind of people we have here who know what it means to us to find a cure for this disease. So that's what we're doing. That's what we want to do. And without you guys and the help that you guys provide, we can't do it. We can do nothing. So it's only because of you guys that we're doing this, and that we can do this, and that we can find a cure, because that's all we want. So thank you, everyone. So, you know, what I want to do is I want to say something to, you know, one of the families who's here, and they've only been here for now 3 or 4 years, even though we've done it for 8 years. And we send out the invitations. Most of you have got the snail mail invitations. And we send out the invitation. Then we send out a sponsor sheet like the March of Dimes used to do. And this little girl goes out and collects money. So Carly, where are you? So there's Carly. So Carly does it, and she's done it for a number of years. And that is awesome. And that's the kind of people we need. And she's that person, so she's awesome. And that's what we want. So now, like, I'm pretty much done, because I thought I was funny, but then I was sad. So now I want to turn it over to Tony. Anthony Childs is, you know, when I started supporting the DRI, he was like the Long Island guy. He was in charge of Long Island, stuff like that. Now he was just promoted to be the guy, I don't know if it's for the whole East Coast or just for the Northeast or whatever, but he just got a big giant promotion because of all the work that he does and how much he helps, well, everybody. He helps us a lot, which is the support that I never got from one of the other organizations that we supported. So we get that from him, and it's so, like, we need it. Like, we always need help. Like, if I'm working 80 hours a week, like, we need help from people like him and from his staff. So he's going to say a couple words. like, and he's going to give us something, like, that we don't want and stuff, but he's going to do it, and we'll take it, and we'll be gracious about it, like, we just want a cure. So, everybody, this is Tony Childs. This is Anthony Childs.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Gigi. This is the 5th year that I'm here at the pig roast, and in my job as a regional director for the DRI, I go to many different fundraisers, from black tie events to sporting good events, and people ask me, what is the best fundraiser you go to? And I say, you know, believe it or not, there's a man and a woman, a couple on Long Island that host the pig roast. And the pig roast is the nicest and the most loving and the most caring fundraiser that I go, and I enjoy it the most. So, and that's the guys because here tonight, everybody is coming together for Michael, for Gigi, for Nicholas, for the other people here who have type 1 diabetes. And what we're trying to do, and what we are doing, is we're raising money to find the cure for type 1 diabetes. The organization that I work with, the Diabetes Research Institute, it's located at the University of Miami. We have 200 scientists who work 365 days a year looking for the cure for type 1 diabetes. We're looking for the biological cure. We're looking for a way to reverse diabetes in the body, to allow the cells to work again, for the insulin to work again, for the glucose to be delivered. We're trying to do that naturally. And people ask me, what kind of progress do you have? And I basically say, look where we were 20 years ago. And there was really almost very little known about diabetes and how to treat it, and then look at it 20 years later today. We're on the verge of something very, very important. If you notice on the shirts and the sign over there, it says the BioHub. BioHub is thank you, Michael. BioHub is a device that is going to be transplanted in a patient's stomach. It's going to contain all of the islet cells that they need to produce the insulin, and it's going to be on, hopefully it's going to be a reality in the not too distant futures. We hope to go on clinical trials early part of next year, and there's a tremendous amount of excitement about it. The only reason we can do all of that is because of people like Michael and you. People who open their homes, open their hearts, invite their friends, and ask them to support something that's very, very near and dear to them. Nicholas is a terrific guy, and I knew him since he grew a lot in 5 years. We're all trying to find a cure for Nicholas and everybody else who's here. So this really is a tremendous fundraiser. It's something that I enjoy coming to. And over the years, I've gotten to know Michael and understand Michael. And the first time he showed me the pig, the face of the pig, I said, oh my goodness. Tony, can we put this on your website? And I said, I don't know, Michael. And then, but
now we got it on the fence.
Now we have it on the fence. And tonight, Michael and Gigi and I are going to have a picture back there, and it's going on our website. So, things are good. A couple of years ago, Michael and Gigi came down to the DRI. They met our chief scientist, Dr. Ricordi. They took a tour. They saw what we were doing. They became very involved with the organization. 2 years ago, at the Long Island holiday party, Michael and Gigi and Nicholas and Michael's parents came, and they were honored. They were like, it's not officially the volunteer of the year, but they were the volunteer of the year. And people did that because of what they do for us. So as an extension of that night, I'd just like to present Michael and Gigi with something that Gigi will like. I don't know if Michael even wants it, but it's an award, and it says, Gigi and Michael, Otten and family, in recognition of your commitment to finding the cure for type 1 diabetes in today's day.
Thank
Michael
you.
and Gigi.
And now the awkward photo taking part. But thank you, everybody. I just want to. Okay. So now I'm almost done. I know you want to go back eating and drinking and having fun and stuff like that. Like I need to thank people. I need to thank Robert, who comes down and gets the pig and does all that stuff, which is not to be used. So he's awesome. I know that Vinny, who goes up to New Hampshire, talks to Ann Morris at the restaurant she works in, and then gets her and Steph to come down. He's here. He's always here. He's the one doing the brats, the burgers, the dogs, and all that stuff. So I want to thank him. I want to thank every year. I want to thank Robin for coming at 6 o'clock in the morning and dropping off coffee, donuts, bagels, and all that other stuff so that we can get going and we work. So Robin and Vinny, they need to be thanked. All right, and then the last thing is, my parents, this is the first time we're having a big thing like this, that they're not here. So, Mom is doing great after the hip replacement surgery. So she's gonna be here next year. Dad, he might be here next year, we're not sure. But they have always been. Great, big, giant help around here. From, like, if you look down the steps that go down there, they would have painted that. Like, we don't paint that stuff. They would have painted that. Like, and stuff with the eaves, that stuff would have been spotless, right? So that's all my parents that they couldn't do, and I'm a little bit angry at them. But one or both of them will be here next year. So that stuff, like I always want to thank them because they deserve the thanks. So thank you, everybody. Now I want this to go back to the chatter that we heard. That was so loud and so awesome that made this a great party. So just start up again. All the talking, all the laughing, and all the fun. Thank you. I said that first. So thank you. Now you guys.